More housing data. That's our topic for today's Backstage Pass. Hey friends, hope you're having a great day so far today. Stocks and bonds are both down today here at midday and getting into the afternoon. Mortgage bonds are down about 35 basis points at the time of recording. The 10-year yield is up about 9 basis points. At the beginning of the day today, mortgage bonds were down as much as 70 basis points and have started to creep back up and regained almost more than half of that. So we're at about 35 basis points right now. Now, the national average for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, that came in yesterday at 6.65%. We've been hovering there for a couple of days now, and we don't expect that to change going into tomorrow. Possibly a little bit worse, but we expect it to be around the same going into tomorrow. Now, yesterday we reported on the NAHB Housing Market Index, but I wanted to throw up this graphic real quick and talk through this data one more time and give you a little bit more context about what the NAHB had to say about this data. Now, the headline data for the Housing Market Index, that dropped from 38 to 33. All right, but present conditions or current sales, that fell 6 points down to 39. The future outlook, well, that fell about 4 points to 31. And prospective buyer traffic, that dropped another 5 points, that dropped to 20. And by the way, the COVID low was 13. Now, the NAHB had this to say. To bring more buyers into the marketplace, 59% of the builders report using incentives with a big increase in usage from September to November. For example, in November, 25% of builders say they are paying points for buyers. That's up from 13% in September. Mortgage rate buydowns rose from 19% to 27% over the same time frame, and 37% of builders cut prices in November. That's up from 26% in September, with an average price reduction of 6%. Part of the reason for such pessimism from builders? Well, there's been a squeeze on profit margins. Now, even as home prices moderate, building costs, labor, and materials, particularly for concrete, have yet to follow. And we also got housing starts, permits, and completions. This is for the month of October. Housing starts were down 4% month over month for October. They're down about 9% year over year. Housing permits, that's future supply, that was down about 2.4% for the month of October. That's down about 10% year over year. And completions, well, completions were down about 20% year over year. And I want to make this one distinction between housing, the economic driver, and housing, the investment. It's two totally different things. Now, clearly there's been a slowdown in activity, and that's been deliberate from what the Fed has been trying to do. Housing is a leader in the economy, and so the Fed is trying to slow the economy down, and so housing has seen the result of that, and like I said, clearly there's less activity right now, but there's still a low amount of supply. And so that low amount of supply is still going to continue to be supportive of home prices. And look, the supply and demand dynamics that are still going on right now, well, these supply and demand dynamics are completely opposite of what we saw in 2007 leading up to that housing crash. And so, most of the data suppliers and folks that are out there that have data, they all are indicating that for next year, they expect houses to appreciate, real estate to appreciate 3% to somewhere around 7%, depending on which data you're looking at by this time next year. So just wanted to draw that distinction between housing, the economic driver, which is clearly slowing, and housing, the investment, which is still appreciating. Now, that's all the news that we have for today. Don't forget, stay positive, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.